We've seen how to build horizontal and vertical lists in this tutorial. Sometimes, your app might instead need a grid layout with rows and columns of content. That'll be the main topic for this video, creating the UI for a grid style list. This is going to be the third tab of our app that will contain the search feature. Therefore, we'll need to create a new file, press Command N, SwiftUI view, next, search, view, create, make some room after line 10. We'll define an array of titles here that will populate the list. Var titles equals title dot preview titles. For now, our sample data works great. Go ahead and delete the famous hello world. Instead, type scroll view with braces. This screen will later return a list of titles from a search. Therefore, we want to scroll view in case the search results exceed the screen capacity. Inside the scroll view, type LazyVGrid. Down arrow and right arrow to see more options. Select the option with columns and content. LazyVGrid allows the items to stack vertically into columns. Lazy means this grid will load elements only when they are needed on screen. Columns is an array of grid items that define how many columns our grid has. For this grid, 3 is perfect, meaning we need to add 3 grid items. Select grid item, press enter, add a set of parentheses before the closing brace, comma, grid item, parentheses, comma, grid item, parentheses. We could have defined different spacings and other properties for the grid items. However, just a simple version is good for our needs. Tab over to content, press enter to complete the closure. The content of our LazyVGrid can go inside these braces. For each, open parentheses, titles, close parentheses, bracket, title in, enter twice. This loops through our titles list and gives us access to each element. For each element, just the movie poster is good. Put your cursor inside the for each braces, AsyncImage, URL, parentheses string, title, dot poster path, question mark, quotes. We convert the poster path string into a URL and also safely unwrap it. If it's nil, an empty string is passed. A placeholder is needed for our async image as it loads. Add an open brace at the end. Image in. Press enter a couple times. After the closing brace, placeholder, enter, progress view. This shows a progress circle while the image loads. Now we can add modifiers to our async image. Inside the braces, image, enter, dot resizable, dot scale to fit, dot clip shape, dot rect, parentheses corner radius, 10. These modifiers allow the image to resize into the allowed space while keeping good aspect ratio and rounding the corners. To finish this off, we can add a frame for each of the images. Select the closing placeholder brace, enter, dot frame, select the one with width and height. Width will be 120 points and height will be 200 points. This allows the images to only be within this frame. Our LazyVGrid is complete. We can scroll down on the list if more elements get populated. It's a shame our sample data only has 3 titles, so we can't see how the next row looks like. Don't worry, real data will populate here soon. We can run a quick test. Open up Content View. Delete the text inside the Search tab. Search View. Make sure your API config has the movie database key. Command R to run. Our simulator is up and running. Click on the search tab. We have the grid showing. That wraps up this video. Thank you so much for watching.